now focusing on class. Yes. So I might answer your messages on WhatsApp and other platforms after the meeting. Yes, now I'm focusing on this. All right. Yes. If you have any inquiries about how to pay, then you can ask me after class. So this is question number 1. Okay. You had to answer like the questions according to the actual situations. Question number 1. I'll help you guys find it easy. The first question is asking 你是. Last time we saw that 你 means you, right? Then 是 is to be. Then 哪 means which. Okay? 国 is a country, right? Just like 中国. Last time we saw 中国 is China. 美国 is America. Okay? Then we have 人, which refers to people or a person, right? So 你是 you are which country person. Can't you see meaning out of this sentence? Literally means what is your nationality? Okay, when you translate it to English directly, okay, what is your nationality? So you could simply answer 我是. Are you writing? Because we know how to write 我. If we've been taking notes, we learned how to write the pinyin 我. You don't need to make it perfect at the beginning. If you cannot put the right tone, that is okay. Just make sure you're doing like this, the right spelling, okay? You can just write under it or maybe in front of it if you have the book printed. But if you don't have the book printed, you can reach out to me after class. I have books, okay? We have, I'm working with someone who prints the books, and then I can give you a set of the books at, I posted that message on the group, but I'll repeat it here. It's it's really cheap. It's really cheap. If you could consider like buying it, then you would have to ship it from maybe abroad or maybe buy it online, which would be costly. But if I print the books, because there are usually a set of 3 books, there is a workbook, there is a textbook, and then the book for characters. Yes, so if you want a set of those 3 books, yeah, I'll tell you the price. Yes, you just have to give me a DM on WhatsApp. Yes, hope all of you have my WhatsApp number because many people join the meeting are from the group. So, Nishina Goren is like, where are you from? So, if you had the book, then it would be easier for you. You wouldn't have to carry a book and a pen. I mean, like your notebook. It's also important, but then if you have like the textbook, you have the question just right in front of you. You just write the answer here. Then you could easily remember it. We all know the importance of textbooks, okay? All the way from, kindergarten, we've been using them and we know the importance. So I don't need to, we are all adults. We know what's important. We don't need to be reminded. Yeah, and I know you're smart guys. So Nishina Goren means where are you from? Maybe which country are you from? What's your nationality? However, you could explain it. So you could simply say you just have to replace this ni with wo. Okay, you should just say 我是. Okay, and you put your country. After putting your country, then put ren. Okay, because this na guo is like which country. So in the answer, I wouldn't expect you to bring back the na guo again. So you should just say 我是. If you're Ugandan, then you just say 我是 Uganda, then plus ren. Are we together? So I'll ask one of the students listening to me. 你是哪国人? Okay, maybe I'm asking Shayla. Shayla, you try to tell me that I'm Ugandan? Try.
Yes, let me try. 我是 我是乌干达人。
Yes, that's the easy answer, okay? So you say 我是乌干达人, and that's all, okay? Then we have question number 2. Well done, Shayla. Yes, that's really good. So question number 2 is like 你叫什么名字? Okay, let's go together again. 你叫什么名字? Every single vocabulary in this sentence we've learned it before. Am I right? Yes. 你 means you. 叫 we saw that it means to be called or to call. Okay. Then 什么 means what. Okay. 名字 means name. So from like what does this mean? 你叫什么名字 means what? It's like asking someone,
What is
yes, what is your name? Okay, so you could just repeat it from wherever you are. Say 你叫什么名字? Okay, this could be your maybe Chinese friend asking you this, or maybe your boss, or maybe you could ask them. Okay, and they will be really surprised. Even a small, you know, when you guys, some of you have met Chinese, even if you can speak just ni hao, okay, these guys will be impressed. They'll be like, wow, your Chinese is good. Okay, so you just have to know, like, you just have to learn little by little and make sure you make it perfect. Okay, and these guys, you know, they'll be really impressed. Okay, so I want you guys like to learn from the beginning, learn little by little, and don't try to force yourself to learn a lot of things, you know. Yes, step by step. Just spend like 1 hour in this class, and then after class you could create like 30 minutes of revision, you know, do your own research. Just love this language. Okay, then you just speak it. Then 你叫什么名字? What's your name? So who can reply? Who can like provide an answer for this? I don't want to mention, maybe a volunteer from one of the listeners could just unmute the mic and then answer this question here. 你叫什么名字? What is your name? What would be the proper answer for this? Someone.
我叫 Grace.
Very good. 很好. Okay. So very good in Chinese we say 很好. Yes. So she said 我叫 Grace. Okay. So you just replace 你 with 我 because 我 is I. Okay. And 你 is you. So you just say 我叫. Then you put your name. Okay. 我叫 blah 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 blah. 我叫 Peter. 我叫 Paul. 我叫 John. 我叫 Mustafa. 我叫 okay, any name. So we have question number 3, which is 你的. Remember this da? 你 is you, but da, okay, it's like a possessive pronoun. So it's like relating this 你 and 汉语老师. 汉语老师, we saw that 汉语 is Chinese language. Okay, so if they ever ask you, what are you learning? Okay, that 1 hour you're spending on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evening, every 7 to 8 p.m., what are you learning? What's the name of your subject? Just tell them 汉语, okay, because that's the language, right? So some people say 中文, that's also correct, but 汉语 is also correct. The most formal way to say it is 汉语 because it's a Chinese language but with literature. But if you say 中文, it's just Chinese language because 中国 is China. So they just take that 中, which is part of the name China, and they add wen. Wen stands for culture. So 中文 is like Chinese language, and culture. Okay, so here we're just learning Hanyu. And here, when I come back to this question, Hanyu 老师 is Chinese teacher. 老师 is teacher. Repeat 老师. Good. So just say 你的 you are. Okay. So if it was just 你 Hanyu 老师, it wouldn't make that sense. So, but since they put 你的 in English, if you want to make you a possessive pronoun, you just say you are, right? Yes. If it is me, in possessive it will be my. Am I right? If it is he, then it will be his. If it is her, then it will be hers. Okay? Okay, I'll give you like an example. If you're in English, you will be like, okay, he is my student. Okay, let's say Peter is my student, and then you want to possess Peter to me, then you just say Peter is your student. Peter, yes, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So 你的汉语老师 is like you are Chinese teacher. 是 is, this is verb to be. Okay, 是哪国人? So what's the nationality of your Chinese teacher? I want someone, boy right now. Gender balance. We had two ladies. So I want a guy. I want a gentleman. Yes. 你的汉语老师是哪国人? Where is your Chinese teacher from? It's almost the same like the first question, which is 你是哪国人? But then, someone?
我的汉语老师是 Uganda 人。
Very good, very good. I wish I could shake your hands right away. You just said it perfectly. Okay, 我的汉语老师是乌干达人. Perfect. I like that. Okay, I like when I'm seeing progress. I like it when I see, my students speaking Chinese just, the first day. Very impressed. Yeah. So the fourth question is 你的汉语老师叫什么名字? Someone. Here, number 2 was just 你叫什么名字, which is what is your name? Then here it is 你的汉语老师 what is the name of your teacher? Someone challenge me. Do we have how many gentlemen? Yes, I want a gentleman. Feel free. Just unmute your mic and answer number 4. What is the name of your teacher? 你的汉语老师叫什么? Okay. Gentlemen. All right. I'm also a gentleman. Let me just volunteer here.
May I try?
Yes, you can try.
我的汉语老师叫 Fred.
Very good. Okay. You can say 你的汉语老师叫 Fred. 我的汉语老师叫保罗. Okay, or maybe Paul. Yes. So then we have that's the right answer. Well done. Well done, gentlemen. So we have question number 5, and that is 你的中国朋友. 中国朋友 means what? Chinese. Remember, 中国 is China, right? 朋友 is friend. 是谁? Do you remember what 谁 means? 谁 means what? Who or whom. So if you say like 你的中国朋友, this is Chinese friend. Okay. 是谁? So who is your Chinese friend? So you could just say 我的. Okay. I think now answering questions that start with ni is very easy. You just replace ni with 我 and then say 我的中国朋友是 my Chinese 朋友 or my Chinese friend 是 or is maybe Sheila or 我的中国朋友是 Jackie Chan 我的中国朋友是 Jet Li 我的中国朋友是 ABC right? Yes. Hope you understand. Do you have any question? If you have a question about these 5 questions, I give you time to ask questions and we move on. I give you a few minutes. If no question, then we can continue.
I would like to ask, is it possible to answer the question, 你的汉语老师教什么名字 as 我的汉语老师是 Mercy, maybe. Is it possible?
Yes, that's possible.
Instead of putting...
Yes.
Okay.
Because, yes, I really like that. I really like that. Because Jiao is to be called, but to be, you're also referring to someone, right? So if you say, he is Mas, or maybe my Chinese teacher is Masi, and the other person says, my Chinese teacher is called Masi. It's all the same, right? There's no difference. The difference is the similarity. So you could just say 我的汉语老师是 Masi. But if you also say 我的汉语老师叫 Masi, it's also okay. It just depends. If they ask you in the question and they use 叫, they say 你的汉语老师叫什么名字? Then it's highly advisable to use 叫. But if they used like 你的汉语老师是谁? If they say 是谁, then you just say 是他是 Masi. But if they say 叫什么, then that 叫 should come back in your answer. Yes, I hope I've answered you. So we continue. There's a couple of exercises. That's why you have to have these books. Yes, the books are very cheap. Don't worry, they're not so expensive. So you could just come here when you have time. I hope you like answer this question here. They're asking us like describe the pictures using the newly learned language points and words. Okay, so here they are saying 他是 he is 乔布斯. So 乔布斯 in Chinese they kind of try to translate everything in their language. So 乔布斯 is like, you see, 乔布斯 sounds like Jobs. So this is Steve Jobs, right? Hope most of you have heard of him. Steve Jobs. Then they're saying 他是 blah 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 人. Can you try? What is missing here? 他是 da 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 人. 他是什么什么什么人？他是乔布斯。He is Steve Jobs. He is dash 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 人。What is missing? Someone. Can you answer this? 他
His
是
nationality.
What is the nationality of Steve Jobs?
美国人。
美国. Very good. We learned 美国. Yes, we learned 美国. So you just put here 美国. And then you're good to go. Okay. And then we have the second question and other questions. So just go through them. They are very easy. And here they are showing us how you can actually sound the initials that we learned. I share some links of YouTube videos that can help you improve the pronunciation of initials. If you're still struggling with initials, then it might be kind of tricky for you, to pronounce Chinese clearly. You also have to pay much attention to these tones. Yes, tones, initials, and finals. Very important when you're a beginner in Chinese. Okay. Yes. All right. So we shall skip some lessons and we come to the next lesson. All right. All these are questions. Yes. But next time when I give you homework, it is better to, and it's see how the homeworks are easy. Maybe this was the first homework and you guys maybe thought it was that hard. But I think you guys next time will do it better and submit it on time before we have the next class. Yes. Thank you for understanding. So we get to chapter 5. We are moving very fast. We covered chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, 4. Now we are on chapter 5. Remember, this book has 15 lessons or 15 chapters. So don't miss. If you have missed any of the chapters, then there are very few. Yes, there are very few. And we tried to record some of them, but unfortunately, others are not recorded. So I'll have to record them again so that I can upload them to our YouTube channel. Then I'll share the link so that people who missed the past lessons will have access to them. Yes. So the fifth lesson is like 他女儿 okay 他女儿今年20岁 repeat 他女儿 okay you see 女儿 that's how we read it just like you see it 女儿今年20岁 once more 他女儿今年20岁 good then you can have a look at the pictures. We have A, B, C, D up to F. Then we have 1 up to 6. Who can answer 1? 1 is saying 六口人. Is there anyone to try? 六口人. I'll give you a few minutes to look at the pictures. We have a kid. We have a girl. Is it a girl? Yes, maybe a woman. Okay. Then we have maybe a student, granny. This could be a family. Maybe this is also a family. Then daughter. Number 1, someone?
Should be B.
B. How did you guess it right? Yes, it is B. Why? This is 六口人.
B is six. I think in the photo there are 60 people.
Yes, that's right. There are 6 people.
It's like a family.
Exactly. So here they're saying 六口人, and this 六, this is how they write 6 in Chinese. 六, 口 is a measure word. So in Chinese, we have what we call measure words. Instead of using like articles a or articles they or an, in Chinese we have what we call measure words. So different nouns in Chinese have different measure words. But don't worry, spoken Chinese, as you speak it, it will be much easier for you because most of the Chinese, they don't, they just use one measure word for like over 90% of the nouns. So this is just grammatic. This is just the books. Yes, this is just in the books and papers. So this ko literally means mouth. Okay, isn't it shaped like a mouth? So next time when they ask you if you can write Chinese, just draw a box and tell them this is a Chinese character. I can write it. Then we have another interesting character, which is Ren. You see, you just write this one, then just below the head, just stretch this one from up downwards. And this is the character of a person. Yo is 6. Ko is the measure word for people of the family members. They use ko because they are together. Okay, this box is closed. Family members are enclosed in, something like a house or maybe one thing. And ren is people. See, there are 6 people, right? Yes. So put B on number 1. If you have a book, just write, or maybe if you don't have a book yet, if you didn't print your book, then just write chapter 5. Okay, this is how we do it. Just write in your notebook, chapter 5, lesson, chapter 5, then matching pictures with the words. Then after writing that title, come and write 1 equals B. 2 equals, so 2 is what? What does 2 match with? Okay, I'll help you guys. This is jia, and jia has 2 meanings. Jia can mean a family. It can also mean home. Okay, so Chinese believe that home is family. Family is home. Okay, so jia, see, it could be C, right? You see, we have father, we have mother, and the kid. Okay, and then there is this sketch of a house. So this is typically C. Jia means family, but it could also mean home. Yes, so just put C here on number 2. If you don't have the book printed, then just write 2 under the title that you wrote above, and then 2 equals C. We have number 3. Number 3 is Nuar. Repeat after me. This is sweet to speak, Nuar, Nuar. You see, it is the other U. It's not you. People who are writing this one, it's not you. I'll zoom it so that you guys can see the 2 points above this U. Okay, so when it doesn't have the 2 points, it will be U, but since it has these 2 points, okay, on the both ends of U, then it will be Y, and when you put it together with N, it will be N, and when you put this falling and rising tone, it will be N. See, fall, N, then rise, Y, then make it a bit quick. Don't prolong it. New. Okay, then there is this comma. Then we have R. So when you read it like as one word, it will be newer, newer, newer. Okay, newer means what? Newer is a daughter. So which picture has a daughter? I think it's A. Yeah, it's A. Yep. So let's just put A, number 3 here. This will help you as you revise to remember the Chinese vocabularies easily. Yes, because you can look at the picture and easily remember what it means. So we have 4. 4 is 学生. Repeat. 学生. What does 学生 mean? 学生 means student, because 学 is to study. Then 生, 学生, student. Then student, where is a student in our picture? We're seeing a class, and then there is student, E. So just bring E at number 4. Number 4 equals E, or number 4 matches E, whatever. 5. Number 5 is 70岁. Repeat. This is 7, the first tone. You remember? 7. The second tone, 10. The fourth tone, 岁. Again, the first tone, 7. Second tone, 10. Third tone, 岁. A bit quick, 70岁. Once more, 70岁. So 70 is 70. 岁 is years. So who looks like 70 years in these pictures? A, B, C, D, E, F. All right. So F, our granny, looks like 70 years. So just put F here. F. Write it there. Then we have the last one. 20岁. Repeat. This is the fourth tone. So you have the fourth tone is always a high pitched tone. Okay, not that. Fourth tone is a high pitched tone. So that's why when you're like speaking this tone, you have to use some bit of energy from your belly. Just say 20岁. 20岁. See? 二. Then you rise 十. This is a low tone. This is a low pitch. Then this is also a high pitch. People who are good at singing will find this easy. So this is 20岁. You see? 20岁. A bit faster. 20岁. Just falling, rising, and falling. 20岁. One more time. 20岁. Who looks like 20 years in this picture? That could be D. Yes. So just write D here. Just write your D here. Or say 6 equals to D. Then we have a very first lesson of chapter 5. The title is In the School or 在学校. You don't need to just write it in a layman's language, the easy title that you can remember. If you cannot write these Chinese characters, you don't need to stress yourself, okay? Yes, you don't need to stress yourself. If you have the characters book, then you could just spend your day. It's really interesting. Yeah. When I was learning Chinese, when I was at your stage learning as a beginner, I would write every single character you're seeing here at least 30 times a day so that I could easily remember it. Yes. Now, when you see it, you can easily remember it because you are used to it. It's like, playing a game. So you just buy a book, like a counter book, and then just write the characters. You don't need to write it. Maybe I used to write it many times. You could write it 10 times. You could write it 15 times. It depends. Our minds are different. But yeah, the more you use it, the more you can easily remember it. Yes. So we have, yes, you can look at the picture. We have, maybe this is the father, mother, the kid. We have A and B. Let's first look at the new words. Write the new words. So if you're writing this, just write 05/1. This could be the perfect title if you're taking notes. If you don't have the book, just write 05/1. Then you will easily find it when you're trying to revise the notes or maybe do the homeworks. Or if you want the audio from YouTube, then you just if you want to see how this one is pronounced on YouTube, you just write HSK1 book audio 05-1. Then you see the audio of this particular lesson. If you want the full audio, they will also give it to you. I shared the link as well on our group. So the new words we have jia and ja. What does ja mean? We saw it. It's a noun for family. It can also mean home. We shall look at that in future. Yo, this is yo. You see, it has a falling and rising tone. You have to, yes, you have to look at this tone, okay? Pay much attention to it. It's very important, okay? The tones are very important for pronunciation. I'll give you an example. You could be saying something positive, but because of the wrong tone, then it will become negative. When you're talking to native Chinese, okay? Yes, it will be a good, maybe it could be a good word, but because of the wrong tone, then maybe it will be an insult. So just make sure you don't make a mistake in pronunciation. Yes, the tones are very important. Yo means to have, or there be. Okay, to have. Write that down. This is a new word for today. The third new word is ko, and it is a measure word for members of families and etc. I mentioned that earlier. Okay, ko is a measure word for family members. Then we have a. What does a say? 你家 your home. Did you notice that here they did not use the I? They are trying to say like you in English your home. So in Chinese, why didn't they bring the? So for things that have that very close relationship in Chinese, they don't use the. Okay, because the people are already related, so you don't need to put da to kind of that's the logic behind it. Okay, that's the only logic behind it. So whenever you see like da, just know the people are not so much close, or maybe the nouns are not, there's no big relationship between those two people. But then if you see like there is no da, so you and your home, you are connected. There is that bond, there is that relationship between you and your family. So there is no need of putting that. But if someone writes that also, then there is no mistake. Okay, that is just to make it clear for someone who might have a question or an inquiry about it. So let's say 你家有 your home has 几口人 Ji means how many. 口人 how many people. So how many people are in your family? Let's read slowly, slow version. 你家有几口人? Okay, we'll repeat 2 more times. 你家有几口人? Again. 你家有几口人? Okay. How many people in your family? What does B reply? It says 我家有3口人. Again, 我家有3口人. A bit faster. 我家有3口人. Faster. 我家有3口人. So my family has 3 people. Can you see that this person's family has 3 people? You see that? So yeah, we are done with this. We are done with this lesson. We are done with this lesson. I hope you understand. Then we have the next lesson. You can just write 05-2. 05-2. Yes. And then we look at the new words first. In the new words, we have 女儿, and 女儿 is a daughter. Then we have G. We have G, and G is a pronoun, which means how many. Repeat. G, how many. Then we have sui. Again, sui. Sui means year or age. You remember when they said 70岁, 70 years old for the other old woman, and then for the young lady it was just 20岁, 20 years. Then la, have this la. This is la, and it is a particle. Most times it's used at the end of or in the middle of a sentence to indicate a change or a new circumstance. All right. Then we have 今年, which means this year. 今年, this year. Yes. Then we have this little it here, right here. They just say 你女儿 again. 你女儿几岁了？你女儿几岁了？ How old? 几岁 is like how old or how many years. Okay. 你女儿几岁了？ How old is your daughter? And then the answer is 她. This 她 is for her. Do you remember the difference? This. Because you see, this is the same character that is here. When it is a female or it is feminine, then you have to bring this nui, and this nui, this word nui means female. That is the meaning of this nui. Okay. Then when you put it together with r, it becomes daughter. But then if you bring this nui before this character here, then it becomes ta for her or she. Ta, Jinian, ha. Okay, Jinian, this year. Si is 4. Si, 岁了. So she is 4 this year. Okay, 她今年4岁了. Repeat. 她今年4岁了. Again. 她今年4岁了. Good. Hope it's understandable. If you don't understand, then I'm recording this meeting. You will go through it later. We have this interesting chapter here, but I think we shall just stop here tonight. And if you have any questions, you can ask before we end our class tonight, because our meeting is limited to just 1 hour. So you can ask questions in the time that we have. Any question? Do you have any question? All right. So if you don't have any question, feel free to try one of the questions in the textbook and send them on my WhatsApp. Yes, send them on my WhatsApp. Then if you have some maybe mistakes that you made, or you want any support or help or correction, then I'll guide you. Yes, I'll correct you. I'll create time for you, and I'll say thanks for joining tonight. We shall just stop here for tonight and maybe do recap of what we studied tonight. Okay, so we started from let's just do a revision of what we learned tonight. So we started with our homework, and this was 你是哪国人? Where are you from, or what is your nationality? Okay, so now you know how to ask someone's nationality. 我是乌干达人，我是中国人。你叫什么名字? What's your name? Could say 我叫 and put your name. 你的汉语老师是哪国人? Where is your Chinese teacher from? You could replace this 汉语老师 with maybe your friend or your mother or family member, acquaintances, and so forth. Then we have 4. 你的汉语老师叫什么名字? What's your Chinese teacher's name? Okay, we looked at this. 你的中国朋友是谁? What's your Chinese friend's name? Okay, we also answered that. Okay, so you will go through these questions, try to answer them, try to go through all the content in this book when you happen to have time, free time. Yes, don't spend your time scrolling videos on TikTok or maybe watching useless stuff. Just come spend time learning Chinese. Yes, it's really worth it. It's really worth it. Just spend your time and you will appreciate yourself sometime in future. Yes, there is some work also here. You could create a group with your classmate and try to solve this together. Then we come to chapter 5, which is,她女儿今年20岁. Her daughter is 20 years old. We try to solve this. We looked at this. 你家有几口人? How many people in your family? 我家有3口人. 3 people in my family. Then 是你女儿几岁了? How old is your daughter? 她今年4岁了. She is 4 years old this year. So there is an English version of it. Whenever you want to see the direct translation of it, here's the English version. How old is your daughter? She's 4 years old. Yes, very simple. But take note, if someone is old, and that is what we are going to look at in the next lesson we are going to learn, okay? If you see like here, they say 他今年50岁, okay? Because they ask 李老师多大? If it is someone in the age maybe 1 to 10, you can say 几岁. But if it is someone in the age group above 10, okay, then don't use 几岁. It is disrespectful. It is informal in Chinese. So just use 多大. Yes, 多大. 多大. Just use 多大. So this marks the end of our class tonight. I really appreciate you all for joining our class. I really appreciate you for your time. And do you have questions?